Hey Brooke, so here I am setting things up. So it's going to be a little bit weird because I'm going to have to talk through some of this. However, one of the things that yeah, you can't see that. So basically what I end up doing, and I'll show you kind of here in place of things. So with the way that I've got things set up, I would normally start a new scene, in this case, my man, and I would add to that scene, I would add either another scene like the image or the sound. Um, so if I were doing the image, I would create a new image and I would find the actual file for it. And I would go ahead and have that there and add that in. Obviously, that's not going to be what I'm going to be using, so we're just going to remove that. And then also in the scene My Man, not screen cap, but My Man, unfortunately, if I click on the actual scene, it's going to end up where basically it breaks. So what's going to happen, um, I'll show you some of the other stuff, but you would do a media source and you would look for a clip, in this case, my man, and then you'd be able to add it to the actual scene. Again, not actually using that one, so we're going to remove it. So in this case, after we've added that scene, you can then add it to another scene. Say, for example, if I wanted to add it to my poll scene. Obviously, unfortunately, I can't show you that because right now with the recording, it doesn't record the actual screen itself. Um, so in this instance, what I would do is pretend that the screen cap scene is the actual like poll or gaming scene, and then I would add my man scene to the actual um, clip, or to the other scene. So nested scenes are pretty cool in that they will actually kind of work out where they can kind of override things and basically um, the way that it's set up is whenever I toggle my man, it should actually pop up the little guy and also play the sound. But since it's not doing that, it looks like I don't have that scene actually loaded with the actual images and the sound. So give me just a moment. It'll go dark for a second, but I will be right back. So, like I said, you can add scenes into other scenes. That's usually how I like splitting things up. So I'm going to add the My Man sound,
My man!
which is a separate scene of its own, into the My Man final, where it'll actually pop up the little guy, and also where it will um, show the little image.
My
So
man!
I added first the sound, and now I'm adding the scene with the actual image. The way that that can work is where it will actually, and probably wait for my man to go off. The way that will actually work is basically this is now kind of hard locked in. I can't accidentally move the little mailman around. And also, anytime that I adjust the um, scene itself, it's going to impact the whole thing. So I could probably like scale the image or change the size of all of that. But one of the cool things though that is sort of in effect is that my man will actually toggle when you hide or show him. So I'll give a demonstration of that.
My man.
So it actually played My Man.
My man.
And anytime that he pops up, he's going to play. It doesn't stack, unfortunately, so you can't just spam my man, my man. But you can just do it kind of
My man. My man.
fairly
My
quick,
man.
but again, it
My
doesn't
man.
stack where it necessarily overrides it. So that's how you can set up your scenes for this, but the way that you'll actually make it where you can kind of toggle it without having to go into OBS, click on the little eye icon, is going to be in the settings. We'll be doing what's called hotkeys. Basically, you can use hotkeys to hide or show some of your different scenes. So if we go all the way down, all the way down, all the way down to My Man, we should be able to, well, not there. Okay, so if we go down to My Man, and we're not going to do a switch to, let's see here. I'm not going to switch to scene because if we switch to scene, it's going to make everything go black and just show My Man there. So you would do show sound, which means that it would unhide the sound and also show the image. One of the things that you can do is you can do combinations of keys. So if you wanted to do, say, Control plus M, and then you can also do the same thing to basically do both at the same time. And if you wanted to hide him, say Control K, just because I don't know of any like hotkey on any other programs that actually do that. So it'll hide both of those when you do Control K. It will show both of them when you do Control M. So I'll go ahead and show you that. So he's up right now. We'll actually do Control K to hide him, and then Control
My
M,
man.
Control K,
My
Control
man.
M. You can also do like just plain old keys. It just is one of the problems that you may run into is that if you're using the number keys or the letter keys without any like control or shift or alt, it's going to end up where anytime you're typing, OBS suddenly takes priority and it will randomly change that. But let's hide him and
My
show him.
man.
And there we go.
My man. My man.
And
My
as you
man.
can see, because of the way that the clip
My
actually
man.
works out, is again, you can't
My
stack
man.
the sounds, but
My
you
man.
can flash him up and
My
down,
man.
and that's how you're going to be able to do that. Hopefully that helps out.